thank you all for coming today. Now, it's always a difficult task to say goodbye to someone who's as great as Frank. But we come here today not only to lay to rest a great man, friend, husband, and athlete, but we're here to celebrate as friends, as families, and as members of a community, a man whose presence here on earth is something to recognize. Now, I could sit here and tell everyone how much Frank will be missed and how he made us all better people, which of course is the truth. But instead, I wanted to celebrate Frank by recalling my greatest moment with him. Now, as most of you know, Frank and I have been friends since we were kids. We grew up down the street from one another, and ever since the 3rd grade, when I saw him eat glue to impress Jenny Taylor, we were inseparable. And when Frank sat me down and told me that he had cancer, I knew it was time to be there for Frank like he had always been there for me. Now, I spent a month, after a countless month, with Frank as he went through chemo and slowly started to slip away from us, which was one of the most difficult things I've ever had to endure. But it was the last time that I was with Frank, right before he knew he was going to be leaving us, that he told me what I will never forget. And as we sat in the car on his last day of chemotherapy, he looked over at me, he smiled, and he said, "Even when I'm gone, I will always be around." And we rode the rest of the way home in silence. Frank passed the next morning, and as sad as it is to sit here and recall those words, I think it's important that everybody here today celebrating Frank's life knows that even though he is gone, he really isn't. And we all know Frank would never break a promise. So on those days when you feel beaten and broken and miss Frank more than anything else in the world, I urge you to look up in the sky and know even though he is gone, he still smiles down on us always and forever. Thank you.